It was wet. It was cold. It was pretty much miserable. The type of day when the athletes in the steeplechase weren't the only ones getting soaked. But it wasn't enough to keep one of the great track traditions in our area from getting out of the blocks. The Penfield His and Her Invitational has been around since the 1970s and can trace its roots back to when global superpowers went head-to-head on the track.
When we started this 40 years ago, it was a 9-team meet. And the idea was, back then at that time, they used to do dual meets between the United States, say, and the Soviet Union, as it was called then. And they were big. In some ways, it was bigger than the Olympics. And we thought it would be kind of cool to do something like that. So as opposed to having a boys score and a girls, it's combined.
There are 2 races that give out trophies, and they are very special events. The 400-meter hurdles is named in honor of Cedric Walker, and the 100-meter dash is run in memory of Trent Jackson, 2 track legends whose impacts are still being felt.
We have some of the past winners who are here, and I asked them to come out and help present the award, and I think that means a lot to them also, in memory of, to not only they were great athletes and great coaches, they were great human beings, and so they're missed.
From my point of view, because Trent coached me, he was track and field in the area. He not only coached me while I was at Franklin, but he also coached everybody else that came through there, even different schools. I was mad at the time, but I know what he was doing for the area. So he really did a lot for track and field in the Rochester area.
As for the races themselves, the Cedric Walker Memorial 400-meter hurdles were won by Athena's Kaleki Dimbo on the girls' side, and the boys' winner was Michael Warren of UPrep. Derek Rogers from Gates Chili took the win on the boys' side of the Trent Jackson Memorial. All right, Derek, talk about that run. Happy with the performance?
Kinda, just for it being cold, but I was just trying to get up the blocks and get the lead.
And for the girls, Rush-Henrietta's Stephanie Hyde overcame the elements and the competition with a time of 12.69 seconds. So you happy with the way things went?
Yes, I'm actually very happy. Coming in, I knew I could do pretty well, and even though the conditions weren't ideal, but I still tried to do my best and stay warm, so I'm pretty happy.
When you see the number of athletes here for this event, it's hard to picture what it was like in the beginning.
It's grown from 9 teams to this year it's 30 schools are participating. Some teams have 50, 60 kids here, others have 1.
And if those athletes do well enough, they get something a little different to show how successful they have been.
The neat part is we give out shirts, and it's kind of neat to go around to different sites and this is Penn Relays Week, and we were down there and you see the college kids still wearing their His and Her Meet shirts and stuff. So that's kind of neat, as it's gone on. And, it's kind of a nice tradition now. 40 years, it's a long time.
There are plenty of things you can't count on, like the weather, for example. But you can be sure of at least one thing. The Little Irish will be at this meet.
With the size of my team, sometimes I think maybe we should go to another meet, but I will not miss this meet because of Trent Jackson. I will not miss it. As long as I'm coaching, I will be at this meet.